Welcome everyone. This song's been covered by a lot of artists, Gary Moore, Blackfoot, amongst others, and for the most part they stay true to the song, so that says a lot about how good it is. So it was originally done by Free, and to start it out with, we're going to slide from 5 to 7 on the 5th string, come back to 5, and then we're going to take the 7th fret of the 6th string to the 5th fret. Then we're going to hammer on to 7 and come back to 5 to the 3rd fret to open. So all together. Do it again, but just half the lick. Then you come into a G power chord. You can play it this way. If you do it this way, don't play the 3rd of the chord, which is the B note. In a G, you want to keep that B out of this chord. So play it this way and mute that A string. Or an easier way for me is to play it by putting my 2 fingers on the 5th fret on the 4th and 5th string and covering the 1st and 2nd at the 3rd fret. Let that middle string ring out. If you can wrap your finger too. I just can't do that, but anyhow, that's how you do a G power chord there, and then it comes up to an E power chord. And I like to do what I call the big E. So I'm playing on the 5th string, 7th fret, and the other 2 fingers are on the 9th fret on the 3rd and 4th string, and then I let all the other strings ring. Again, if you do it here, that's fine. It's your preference. There is another guitar in the intro lick that's doubling them, and I thought he was doing it the same lick higher, but it didn't quite sound right to me, so just playing through it, what he's really doing is an E minor arpeggio. So he's doing this. So I've kind of changed the sound on my pickup. I've got both pickups going to give it a little different tone. And I'm going to play 12 on the 3rd string to 14 on the 4th and 5th string, then to 12 on the 5th. And then we're going to do the hammer on here and pull off, come back to the 10th fret, and then hit 12 on the 6th string. I actually kind of found it here, but it sounded better to me when I was playing around with it here. But again, same note. So those are different ways you can kind of play around with this. If you got 2 guitarists, one can do that. This goes. Okay, so for that, what we're doing here is we're going to count 4 counts, so we're doing 8 total for the first E. And then we come to a C and D. Those are the 3 chords in the verse, but this C and D are always done as power chords. The way I do the C and the D is I'm adding the 5th up on the top of the chord, so it's actually a C power chord over G. So I add that G on the 6th string, and I'm going to hit the 5th string to the 6th string, and then the 5th and 4th together. And they're palm muted, so you want to do, and just repeat that with the D. on that third one, I like to just do it to change it up and do those notes. So I'm going 5, 4, 3 on the strings. And then we're going to do our last count of 4 on the E. Then we hold our C as a power chord to D. Then you're into the lick. After the second verse, they go into this interlude, so I'm going to take it from the last measure of the verse and take you into the interlude and show you what they're doing. So after the last measure of the verse, we come into our lick. Then we go to an A minor, to an F, to a G, and back to A minor. And then they start picking up that rhythm as the interlude goes along, and then they change keys to A. So that happens when we come into a C. We're going to do that for a total of 8 counts. Then we do D for 8 counts. Then we do an F7. In the free version, he uses an F7. Everybody else I've seen do it just goes to a plain F. So it's up to you. If you're playing with free and want it to sound correct, it's an F7. Play that by putting our ring finger on the 10th fret of the 4th string, and the 3rd string is barred up here at the 8th fret, and we have our small finger on the 2nd string at 10. So we do that for 4 counts, then we go to G for 4 counts, and then to A for 8 counts. Anyhow, next thing they do is they stay on the F, G, and A, and those chords are the same as I was doing with the C. I'm using that 5th inverted, so it's an F over, in this case, C, and then we're going to move that up for the G and invert a G over D. So. So you do that a total of 4 times. On the 4th time, you do the F, G, and then you come into the lick. You don't go all the way up to the A. The lick now, because we're in the key of A, we're going to take everything and move it up a string. So we're going to start on the 4th string. Same lick. I just show you a little variation. That's why I think it's important, you know, the notes of the fretboard. You can take those licks and move them around. So anyhow, that is the whole song. So there's some lead guitar in there with, it sounds like slide. And I'm just going to show you the rhythm, so I haven't figured that out. So I hope you guys enjoy it.